welcome to Photog Real Talk, episode 1. I'm your host, Angela Hatch. I am a business coach for photographers wanting to make a full-time income with their photography. So I'm so excited to have y'all here today. And today, so let me tell you a little bit about what Photog Real Talk is all about. So Photog Real Talk is a place where you are going to get tips, tricks, all the information that you could possibly need to create the photography business that you love. We're going to get real about what really helps you get there, what stops you from getting there, and we're going to have interviews from experts in the industry as well as out of the industry, and then there are some, like today, that are going to be just me. So it's going to be really fun, and if you have any topics that you would like covered in future Photog Real Talk episodes, go to the Facebook group Believe and Create for Professional Photographers with Angela Hatch. The link is below. And put your idea in there and add the hashtag Photog Real Talk idea. And if it's somebody that you want interviewed or something that you would like discuss that you feel like would be really helpful for you, go ahead and do that, and it'll be super great. We'll get to it, and I'm excited to see what you have to say. Okay, cool. So today's episode is all about your rose-colored glasses and how they're getting in the way of you making the money that you want to make in your photography business. So normally when we talk about rose-colored glasses, it's like, oh, they have rose-colored glasses, and so they see everything as like perfect and happy. Not today. Today, your rose-colored glasses. This is what I mean. So you put on sunglasses, and they have pink on them. I had like a giant pink pair when I was in elementary school, and they were not cute, but I liked them. And when I put them on, everything in front of me would be pink. So if there was a tree, it now had a pinkish hue to it. Or, you know, if there's snow out on the ground, that was always the most exciting because that was like bright pink, and that was really fun as a little girl. And so I perceived that everything had suddenly magically turned pink, when in reality, nothing had turned pink. So when you are telling yourself different things and you say them to yourself over and over and over again, like, I hate marketing. Marketing's hard. I hate selling. Nobody will ever pay those prices from me. When you say those things over and over and over and over and over again, it's like you're putting on these rose-colored glasses and everything is now turned pink. Okay? So you're creating a new reality for yourself, even though in all truthfulness, nothing is actually pink. So you are creating a reality for yourself that may in fact not be true. So let's say, for example, that you are somebody that tells yourself that marketing is really, really, really hard, and it's like almost impossible to find anybody that's going to spend more than $100 on photography. Okay, so let's say that's the thing that is just like going over and over and over and over in your head. Then what you are seeing is that is a fact. That is a reality. Like, there is no way that you can argue that because that is fact. Even though you've seen other people do it, to you, it is a fact. Like, there is no possible way that you will ever find somebody to pay more than $100 because marketing is freaking hard and you can't do it. Okay? So here's what I want you to do for this week, because just because you've said that in the past does not mean that you cannot change what you are telling yourself, how you are feeling. You can't, you can take off the pink glasses. You can take them off for sure. So let me give you a few ways to do that. So this week, when you find yourself saying something like that, where it's like, I hate selling because selling is the worst and I hate it and I don't want to do it and I don't want to sell to people. I hate it because it's the worst. See how I just keep repeating it over and over? That's kind of what happens in our heads. So anyways, so when you find yourself doing that, I want you to just stop for a second and be like, oh my gosh, I just put on pink glasses. And pink is not my color, especially if you're a man, probably. Anyway, and so you just stop and say, okay, I see what I'm doing. I see it, because the first step is recognizing that you're doing it. Okay, so I realize that I'm saying that to myself. All right. So now what I want you to do is just say the complete opposite of what you've been saying just to see what happens. So instead be like, I love selling. Selling is actually not as hard as I think it is. And people don't mind when I sell to them because they want pictures. And they're coming to me for pictures. So me selling to them is actually helping them get what they want. Okay? You see how that is like totally different? Then, just to make you get like your mind thinking and in the right way of going, of actually changing these thoughts and taking off those glasses, I want you to then think of 3 ways. You can write them down. I'm a super visual person, so I always write things down and it sticks in my brain better. But I want you to write down 3 things of like, okay, so how can I actually start feeling better about my selling? Okay, so first maybe there's a course, an online course that I could take that would make me feel much more comfortable with selling. Okay, so that's one option. Second option is I could practice like selling stuff to family and friends that I feel comfortable doing it with that aren't gonna like make me feel bad about my pricing. Don't do that. You don't have to put yourself in that place. But I could practice with them and see how that goes. And then the third way that I could do it is maybe I could find a book on the psychology of selling and really start to learn a lot about what makes people buy, so I don't feel skeezy when I do it, you know? So like, there you go, 3 things. And just in doing that, you have already started changing how you think about it. So instead of staying in this mode of this is just how it is, and I don't know what to do, and just doing nothing about it, and then it stays the same, and your thoughts stay the same, and nothing in your business changes, and then in a year, you're in the same place that you were. So instead of letting that happen and seeing everything as pink and that there's no other option than pink, then you get to choose to take off the rose-colored glasses and instead start working on figuring out ways to actually make things happen. So instead of getting stuck in this place of, well, I'm not that type of person, or I can't do that, or I will never want to do that, or that's not possible for me, start thinking of ways of like how it might be possible for you, how it might be able to become a reality for you. With marketing, like what classes can you take? What books can you read? Who can you talk to that knows different things? What can you try that you haven't tried before? Were you not consistent when you tried it before? Maybe that was the problem. So instead, going into this problem-solving mode, right? Because that is what's going to get you results when you actually start thinking of, what could I do? What haven't I tried? What might work? What wouldn't work? Where can I go for help? What can I do here? That is what's going to get you out from behind those rose-colored glasses, and it's going to start getting you the results that you're actually wanting to see in your business, because you're not going to be boxing yourself in anymore. You're smashing down the boxes, and you're seeing that anything is possible. You just have to figure out how to get there. So that's the first step in building your business, okay? Is first you have to start believing that anything's possible for you and start to get into problem solver mode rather than staying behind the rose-colored glasses and just staying where everything is pink and it never changes and there's no other options because that's all you know and that's all you're willing to know. So that is our episode for today. If you liked it, I'd love it if you subscribed, and make sure that you leave a comment below. Let me know how this helped you, or which belief you're going to smash this week that you can change and start problem solving towards. If you want to write down your 3 things, you can do that below. I'd love to see that. Share this with other photographers that might be struggling with this as well. And we're going to have a new episode every week, so make sure to come by the Facebook group and give me your ideas of who you want interviewed and what topics you want covered. Okay, see y'all next week. Bye. Keep it real.